So let's try this again.
Hello there, testing 1, 2, 3. There's the camera in this thing.
Yeah! Welcome to testing 1, 2, 3, test number 59. It's been a long while since I did a live show. I've done many videos, 1 minute and test videos, but nothing that includes presenting. And I have a new gadget which has switched off, which is a wireless mouse pad, dirt cheap from Amazon. And I have a new Studio 3, which is my chroma key studio, which I've never used before in a show. And I'm using a new computer, Rack 3, which forces me to use the internal audio mixer. So a lot of things to get used to. And I'm a programmer, I'm not a presenter. So forgive me for any errors. I'm not going to redo this again. If anything goes wrong, we'll just keep trying until it gets done. I have a new segment called Dear Mike, where I answer questions from VidBlaster users. Just as a reminder or an introduction to people who are new, this show is really not a show. It's called Testing 1, 2, 3 because I do it to test my software. I'm looking at the screen there because that's where my software runs. I can also look there, which is part of the software. So I'm testing my software, and the best way to test it is to just use it. And unfortunately, I don't have a presenter, so the programmer has to do the testing himself. New segment. Let's see if that'll work.
Dear Mike.
Hello there, testing 1, 2, 3. There's the camera in this thing.
Dear Mike.
Hello there, testing 1, 2, 3. There's the camera in this thing.
Stop! Yes, are we still there? So I need to, the problem is, well, the real problem is I don't have a technical director or a vision mixer. So I'm pressing all the buttons myself. So to limit that, I've got some automatic things, which is actually something I'm going to demonstrate in the question. But you have to set up your mixer correctly or that happens. So I want to play the video, and then I want to get back to my key, which is set up in FX1. So this is the right setup, and now I can press.
Dear Mike.
Yes. So Roderick has started using VidBlaster X, and he has created a video and an audio file which he sent to me, so I've preloaded them. And he says, I want to start my show pushing one button. The video should start. The audio file should start. That should keep running. Well, as long as it takes. It's actually only 20 seconds, but I guess that's enough, or it gets longer, or and when the video is done, I wanted to transition back to whatever I started with, probably his camera. So his question obviously is, how do you do that? Well, we're going to use a macro for that. And the macros are over there. and I've already ended it. This would be a very long show if I had to do that using this little gadget. And as you can see, this is actually two commands. So the first command is API write program 1 select player 2. So what we're doing is we're selecting player 2. It's the same as if I would press that button. And API write player 3 play true. So that I've got a Facebook like counter and it's counting, so that's distracting. That starts player 3. Now, player 2 is only selected, so this isn't enough. But player 2 has got an action called onProgram autoplay, and I've checked that. Autoplay is a very powerful option, and what autoplay does is if the player gets selected on the program bus, so that's the first part of our macro, it starts playing, and when it's done playing, it'll send an auto command to the switcher. So that's the same as if it would press this button. And that's basically what Roderick is asking. So if I set this up correctly, it should work. So let's say this is our starting point, and this is also our end point, or the start of the show. So this is our camera. So I need to make sure that in preview I've got that ready. Now when I press F5, the whole shebang should start. Let me see if I can figure out how to press F5 on this little thing. There we are. And the music is still playing. Very softly. 5, 4, 3. So I'm probably announcing the show now. Welcome to the Daily Breakfast, blah, 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 blah. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them on the VidBlaster community. And if you really want to make a chance that I answer it in the show, make it a video, or at least add a picture or something, so that I'm not quoting questions from the top of my head. It's nice to actually, now I've got these videos, but so that's it. Now there's one thing I forgot, and that's how I can end the show. So that's that one, and then I want to end with let's say we end with the screen capture. Okay, goodbye.
Hello there. Testing 1, 2, 3. That's the camera in this case.